Hi friends, and welcome back to Rustic and Lace DIY. Today I am participating in a collaboration with my good friend Rae. I'll let you know more about that in a few minutes. But first of all, if you're new here, welcome. My name is Brenda and this is my Oliver, and if you're returning, you know we love you. So with all that being said, let's get to crafting. Okay, here's DIY number one. So for this DIY, I'm going to use my Waverly chalk paint in the color white. I am going to use some of this ribbon. I got this spring from Sam's Club. I'm going to use some of this material that came from Dollar Tree, some more fabric here that came from Dollar Tree, and then this metal mason jar from Dollar Tree. I'm going to use some giant craft sticks that I got buy from Walmart. This burlap came from Dollar Tree, and then of course these two wood hanging plaques from Dollar Tree as well. So I started off by removing the hangers from those plaques, and then I cut down 3 of the giant craft sticks and then laid them in place to attach my 2 signs together, and I'm just doing that by putting hot glue and wood glue over all of them, and I do that all the way down until we have one cohesive piece. And once I had that all done, then I took my spackling from Dollar Tree and I'm just filling in the 2 middle holes because we're not going to need those, so I just filled them in and then wiped off all the excess. Then I painted the front and the back with my Waverly chalk paint in the color white. After that, I took some of these canning jar lids that I got from Dollar Tree, and I took a paper towel because I didn't have bunting available, or fiberfill, or whatever you want to call it. So I decided to use this paper towel. Well, I'm just kind of getting it to where it will fit inside of that canning jar, and then I'm just going to hot glue it in place. I meant to hot glue it on that side of the canning jar. When I went to go put the fabric, I went, oh darn it, I did it on the wrong side, but it doesn't matter, it still works. So I'm just taking some of that fabric that I had cut down, and I'm just going to hot glue it all the way around my canning jar. Now see, if you use fiberfill or something, it'll probably look more round, but anyways, so I took some of these fake pearl bead things you get from Dollar Tree. They come on like a roll of like 6 rows deep, and I hot glued it all the way around that flower. And then I took some of this material that I cut out. You saw me cutting out there. It's about 2 inches, and I folded it in half and hot glued the sides together. Then I'm just going to take it and I'm going to hot glue that to the back of my little canning jar lid here. And I'm just going to go around and hot glue it all the way around, and just making sure it's just the edge being hot glued to the back. And then I just kind of overlap the where it started just a little bit, and then I will cut off the excess there. You could go all the way around some more if you wanted this to be 2 layers deep. But then I just took my scissors here and I'm just kind of opening up that material and cutting as close to that canning jar lid as I could get. And then I took some burlap and cut it down, and I'm just going to hot glue this to the back part of my canning jar. And after I had that all glued on, I'm going to take some of this ribbon. This is ribbon I've had in my stash. I think I might have got it from Hobby Lobby, but it's kind of like a denim material. It's kind of a thicker feel. And I'm just gluing that around the middle of my my mason jar. And then I took some of this ribbon as well and put it over it. And I'm just going to glue that in place just like you see. And then I made just a shoestring bow with some of this ribbon. I think I got this from Dollar Tree. It's been in my stash for a while. Then I took some more of those little fake pearl thingies from Dollar Tree, and I am just gluing them along the edges of the ribbon there. Then I took some more of that, and I'm just going to hot glue that to the top part of my mason jar, just like you see me doing right there. And then I'll just glue the little pieces in the back. And that just kind of decorates it and makes it look a little more fancy than just having white paint there. Then I took some of these floral stems. I had these in my stash, but I originally got them from Walmart. They're really long stems, and I'm cutting them down to fit the sizes that I wanted for my flower stems. And then I'm just kind of laying them, trying to figure out where I want to place them. And then once I knew the length, I'm just going to hot glue them into the back of my little flowers now. And then I just kind of added a little hot glue and just held them in place to just hold them down. Then I'm taking some fix-all glue and putting it all behind my canning jar, and then I'm just going around on the burlap and ribbons with my hot glue, and then I'm just going to hot glue that right in place. And then I just made some little shoestring bows with some twine, and I hot glued them underneath the flowers. And then I just felt like the middle needed something, so I took a couple of these half beads that I had. They were already painted white, and I'm just going to glue them in the middle. Then I just took some of this ribbon. I got this from Dollar Tree, and I'm using this as a hanger. I pulled them through the two end holes there on the picture, and I felt like it just still needed something more. So I took my mineral chalk paint by Waverly, and I'm just going all the way around the edges and just doing a dry brushing and just distressing it. Again, if you don't like distressing, you don't have, if you want to create this, you can leave this part out, but I really like distressing. I always feel like it's missing something when I don't distress it. So then I just went around the middle as well, and I did off screen add a few little leaves that I had in my stash, and there it is. I love how this turned out. I think it is super cute. You have to let me know what you think about it as well. Okay, so today is the Fabricate Your Ideas. This is a challenge that is hosted by my friend Rae with One Way Designs 238 and Aurea with DIY with Aurea. I am a guest host as well as Annie with Indie Annie Jones this month. So make sure you check out their channels and check out the playlist and get all kinds of inspiration for things that you can create other than pillows with fabric. So here's DIY number 2. So for this DIY, I'm going to use this Waverly chalk paint in the color white again. I'm going to use some more material or fabric that I had in my stash that I got from Dollar Tree. This home sign from Dollar Tree, this little mermaid house sign from Dollar Tree, and then this little plaque from Dollar Tree. So I'm going to start off by using my heat gun to remove that top piece. Now be careful because there are brad nails that are sticking out of the house. After I had that off, I'm just going to use my heat gun to kind of help release some of that glue so I can tear off that top portion of paper. Once I had it all off, I spritzed it all down, let it wait for about 4 to 5 minutes, and then I'm just scraping that paper residue off. Now normally I would use Goo Gone to get all the glue adhesive stuff off. I didn't worry about it this time because I am going to cover it up with fabric. So I painted the back and the sides of the house with white, and then everything else with my white as well. And once I had it all dry, I took my house and I laid it out on my material, and I'm tracing it out, and then I cut it out. And then I'm going to put a whole bunch of Mod Podge on the front of my house, the part that did not get painted. And then I'm going to add my fabric right to the front. And it doesn't matter if your fabric's wrinkled. Once you lay it down with that Mod Podge, it takes out all the wrinkles. Once I was done and had it all in place, I just went over it again with my Mod Podge to keep it protected. Now, I could have used my fabric Mod Podge, but it takes a long time to dry, and I was kind of in a hurry to get this done. So I'm taking Ocean by Waverly, and I'm just making little polka dots with the back of my paintbrush there on the home word. Then I took some more of that ocean color, and I'm just going around the little edge of my plaque here with that color. I just wanted more color than the white. Once I was done, I took my wood glue here. I'm going to take a little bit of hot glue, and I'm going to place that little piece right above the house again. I kind of wish I would have painted that ocean as well, but it's okay. It still looks pretty. I guess I'm just not as much into white. I don't know. So then I took some twine, and I'm just going to wrap it around my house about 3 times, and then I'm going to take the ends and I'm going to tie a little bow in the front. Once I was done with that, I am going to use my, I don't know why I keep playing around with that bow there. I'm going to use my wood glue and hot glue and attach that little house to my plaque. And then I'm going to take my home sign and I'm going to add some wood glue along the back of it, and then I will end up adding some wood glue on the bottom as well as hot glue to attach it to that house and to the plaque. I'm just kind of layering it, making sure I know where to place the hot glue there, and then I'll just put it in place. But that bow was getting in my way. I kept having to move it. So after that, I took some hot glue and I'm just going to string some twine around that little area. I just thought it just kind of brought it all together with the twine around the house. And then after that, I think that's all I did for this one. I was thinking about finding a little heart and putting a heart with that bow, but yeah, I didn't. I actually made a boo-boo when I said I would participate in this, because I was thinking this was going to be the Saturday after I came back from Oregon, and then I realized, oh no, I have to do another project before I can leave. So, but we got it all done. I love it. I think it's really cute. You'll have to let me know what you think about this one as well. Okay, I want to take a moment to thank all my subscribers. You guys, we're getting really close to 15,000. I will have a giveaway when I get there, so make sure to share this video with people you think might enjoy it. And if you're new here, make sure you hit that subscribe button before you go. Help me to get that 15,000. And then make sure, if you want to help my channel grow, you can support me by giving me that thumbs up, commenting, watching the ads. And then if you'd like to follow me on social media, you can find the links to my social media accounts as well as my affiliate accounts in the description box below. Whew, take a breath. Okay, and now it's a celebration of your recreations. And Jane sent me these pictures. Oh, they're beautiful, Jane. You did a wonderful job. Thank you so much for sharing those with us. And if you have a creation or a recreation that you would like me to showcase for you, you can send pictures to that email address that's listed there, or you can send them to me through Instagram or Facebook Messenger. I am always excited to get those emails. I love seeing what everybody else is creating, and I enjoy sharing them for you as well. Okay, here's DIY number 3. So for this DIY, I'm going to use some of this burlap that I have from Dollar Tree. And then I'm going to use this little plaque from Dollar Tree. I'm going to use more of this material from Dollar Tree. And then I'm going to use this flower from Dollar Tree. And my Waverly chalk paint in the color white and in Ocean. So I started off by painting, what did I paint? I think I painted the part of the flower white and then the metal white, no, blue. We'll see, because I don't remember. Once it was dry though, I took my Mod Podge here and I'm just using it to go around my flower there. And then I had cut my material down and I'm just going to lay it in place just like you see. And then I'm going to cover the top with the Mod Podge as well to just protect the to protect the fabric. And then after I had it all done, I set it aside to dry. And what did I do next? Let's see, because I don't remember. Okay, while it was drying, I took a piece of that burlap and I'm just cutting out one of the flowers. Now, I'm not quite sure I liked the way this came out with this flower. I think I might have looked better if I just had a patch of this burlap instead of just the one flower, but I put some Mod Podge on the back of this and it still wanted to move. So I just kind of kept pushing it down and see how it stuck to my fingers. So I lathered it with Mod Podge. Now, this probably would have worked better if I would have used the fabric Mod Podge, because that seems to work really good on this burlap since it is thicker and heavier. But once I just lathered it with that Mod Podge, it stuck just fine. So then once this was dry, I went ahead and trimmed off all that excess fabric. And then I took my Fix-All glue from Dollar Tree and I'm just going all around the back part of that metal flower. And then I'm going to use hot glue on the edge, but man, that hot glue just really didn't work. I am going to add some little clamps to kind of hold it down, and because that hot glue was not wanting to stick. So once I had it glued down or clamped down where it was trying to come up, I let it sit overnight and then it stayed just fine. The next day I decided I wanted to do something more to it. So I used my heat gun here and I'm just trying to get some of that glue to loosen up here while I pulled off all of the paper from this sign that I've had in my stash, but I got it in Dollar Tree. They have these kinds of signs every year, every season really. Then I took my, once I had all that main layer off, I took my water spritzer here and I'm spritzing it really good with water. I let it sit to almost 5 minutes probably. And then I just scrape it, and look, I just love this part. I love watching this just scrape right off. It is just, I don't know. It's just so nice. I just love it. But anyways, once I have this all cleaned up, I did not use Goo Gone again because I'm going to be covering it up. So I just used this is where I used my fabric Mod Podge because it is a lot thicker, and I just felt like it was going to work a lot better with the burlap, and it does. So then I took a piece of burlap that I cut out and I laid it over that round piece, and I got it all nice and smooth, got it just soaked right into that Mod Podge, and then I cover it again with the Mod Podge. Now, you could probably trace this all out and cut it out to exactly fit. That's probably what I should have done, but I don't know. I have my grandsons here. I'm a little distracted, so I was just trying to get this done in a hurry so that I could go and spend more time with them. So once I was done, I took my wood glue here, and I'm going to go all the way around the back of that flower, and then I'm going to take some hot glue. I'm going to go around the edge, and then I'm going to place this flower right in the middle of my round sign. Now, I just recently did a video with daisies. I absolutely love it. I will link it in my description box if you haven't seen it. I just loved it. This would have been a great one to add to that one. But anyways, I had poked a hole through that burlap where the hole was for the hanger, and I just threaded that twine that I took off of it for the hanger, threaded it back through, tied knots, and there it is. Super simple and super easy. I love that material. I love the daisies with it. You have to let me know what you think about this one as well, and let me know what you think. What was your favorite one? And if you'll be creating any, I can't talk. Here is my final reveal, you guys. If you want to see some fun videos of Oliver and our pool cleaner, stay tuned for after this. You can see a few little clips of him, and make sure you check out Rae and Aurea and Annie's channels as I can't talk, as well as the playlist. I will be back again on Monday with another video. So I hope you guys have a blessed weekend, and I will see you on the next one. Bye-bye.